What's up, 808 fam? Welcome to the first ever, and I mean like the first ever episode of the podcast. We welcome you to the 808 Wave podcast. And with me today we have 808 Waves very own Maverick The Wave. How you doing, my brother?
I'm good, and you, even though you emphasizing everything, but
very first, nigga.
but
Yeah,
yeah,
but
I'm
it's
good.
like it's the very first, like it's the start of
Ever.
Yeah.
it's the start of a lot of great things. So as I said on the show today, we have the
Maverick The Wave.
thank you.
I think wait. I think we need to open a bottle of champagne again for him. I think
Yeah,
he needs to ease his nerves. He needs to ease his nerves and like get into it. You understand?
Relax
You-
that.
Should we pop it for you already? You good? You
I
good?
don't-
You need a blunt?
Talk to me, bro.
Talk to me.
Nah,
What you need?
nah,
What you need?
nah,
What you
nah,
need?
I don't drink on the job, you know.
Should I call a few women? You need.
You need
That
some...
we like we could definitely do that. You know what I mean?
You wanna see it in something?
We could most definitely do that.
Yeah,
Um,
but
yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, as I said, today on our show we have Maverick The Wave, 808's very own, and he's with his team.
Yeah. We have the man over here who's rolling the blunt. Heineking.
Yo, paint them visuals.
I gotta paint the picture for the people, you understand?
Yeah,
So they understand what's going on. And then over there we have,
Fuego Sintauri, my nigga.
and again you see he talks a lot, so y'all are gonna have to understand he talks a lot. He's the type of person to visit your house and introduce himself and not wait for you to introduce him to the people, so you understand. Yeah, but that's Fuego. And by the way, when we initially recorded this, we had a Gifted Soul Child in here, so shout out to him.
Shout out. What up?
Man, shout out.
And we had London in here, who's also like part of the team. So yeah.
Shout out
All right,
to
I
homie
get
there.
you. Yeah, now that's all good. The introductions have been made. Let's get to it. Why the name Maverick The Wave?
Maverick The Wave, basically, a maverick, as I think we all know, is somebody who's rebellious, who goes
Yeah.
against the norm.
Yeah.
So that's basically what I am. And then the wave, as like how it's described now, the wave is basically the new in thing, you understand?
Yeah.
So I that's how I came about the name, that I'm basically the one who's going against the norm, who is the wave, who is like the new in thing. But then this is how I view it, is that this is the type of wave that will not fade out, you understand?
Yeah, I get
As Fuego would shout out, the eternal trip, you understand?
shout out to Fuego.
Yeah,
Shout out
yeah.
to Fuego. With that said, we've been introduced to a few team members of 808 Wave.
Yeah.
Outside of that, outside of your own label and your company, is there any? Let's start off with local. Is there any local artist that you'd like to work with?
Okay, outside of 808 Wave and also like my circle of friends, because I do have I do have my friends who are also like musicians that I do work with, but who are not part of 808 Wave. So aside from those, people I'd like to work with in Kimberley would be B2 Synth, it would be Bradley Jamal, Crossword, who's this kid again? I keep forgetting his name. Decking Molly Ferg, or that's the name I know him by.
Too many fucking names, man. Yo, choose one, nigga.
It's
You
just
understand?
too many.
And then we have the gents from the Stolen Diamonds. Yeah, those. I can't think of like too many people like outside of my circle from the top of my head. But basically, yeah. If I forget anybody, yeah, shout out to you.
Okay, shout out. With that said, with everything that's happening now, like 808 Wave coming through, like, and you guys saying like, you guys are the new wave, and that wave is not gonna end or be stopped now.
Nah,
if I can put it in that way.
It's a juggernaut momentum type wave.
I get you.
Yeah.
So was everything planned?
Yeah, everything was planned. So basically, before we do anything, we always discuss it as a team. We always have like a game plan. Basically, we always need to drop a game plan as to how we're gonna do everything. Because if you're not planning things, then you're basically just shooting in the dark, and we're not about that life. We believe in planning and preparing everything, you understand, ahead of time.
You're not the
Aim and shoot.
You understand? Aim and shoot. Don't close your eyes. Don't close your eyes and shoot. Yeah.
I get
So
you.
basically, yeah, it's basically that type of thing.
So I have a sort of personal, like it's not too personal,
Yeah.
but it's sort of personal. Like, what is the most outrageous thing that you would like to achieve?
Oh my God, when you said 2%, I thought you
As in,
I thought you were gonna ask me am I a virgin or something.
nah, we don't do that here.
Yeah, but
We don't play like
But
that.
basically, I think there are two outrageous things that I'd like to achieve. One of them is basically something we're already working on, which is like our own streaming service. So basically, a platform for our music, our merch, and not only us as 808 Wave, but also like other artists. To have such a platform whereby we can sell our music, sell our merch, you understand, and just showcase our talent on that one singular platform. And then also something I'd like to achieve is basically being an artist who's no longer like put on lists, you understand. You understand when people think my top 10 MCs, my top 10 producers, my top 10 what I should be beyond that. So basically like your Dr. Dre's, you understand, when you're compiling a top 10 list of like the hottest producers, you never think Dr. Dre or Timberland or whoever, you understand, because such producers have
They're in a league of their own.
They're in a league of their own. They've
get
moved
you.
far beyond that, you understand. So I think those are the two things that I'd like to achieve, you understand, being beyond being put on any kind of list, and also having as a collective, as like 808 Wave, having our own streaming service, you understand, that type of thing.
I get you. So with that said, like everything that you said right now, do you think it puts like a lot of pressure on you?
Yeah, I think it does put a lot of pressure, but I think pressure is a good thing, you understand, because if you're not under pressure, then from my perspective, you're going to be more relaxed, you understand. And I think right now, especially with music, you can't be too relaxed because every 2 days there's a new artist, there's
There's always someone
there's always
wanting
someone
to take your spot.
you
I get
understand.
you.
So you always need to be working, you always need to be pushing, you understand, and that comes with pressure of its own, and that's the kind of pressure that's going to push you and force you to do more. So if you don't have that kind of pressure, you're going to be more relaxed. So I don't want to be in a situation whereby I'm too relaxed, I'm too comfortable, you understand. Yeah.
I get you. So on the team, like the 808 Wave team, are you guys friends or is it like just business? Did you start off as you guys being friends and then it moved on to something more serious as friendship, or is it like strictly business?
I think it did well. With me and Fuego, we were friends. They understand. Before like we got into the music thing, you understand. But then me and Heineking, we met off like it was more music. It was more.
Friend.
It was met through a mutual friend, Kahijo. So when we met, it was basically just music. You understand. But then I think if I can't really work with somebody that I don't like, you understand.
Yeah.
So there needs to be a certain level of friendship, you understand, because if I don't like you every time we're together, I'm just
Nothing's gonna work. I
it's-
get you.
there needs to be a certain vibe, you understand.
Yeah, man.
So we are basically friends, you understand, because especially like with music, you need to have people that have your back, you understand. It can't just be that. So I think we are friends, man. We are.
Okay. Talking about people that have your back, like you as a crew, like say for example you're recording or like you're playing a song to your boys, like do they ever tell you like when a song is whack?
Yeah. I don't think, as far as I remember, I don't think they've ever told me that an entire song like is whack. Maybe since Heineking is the one that records me, he'll tell me that maybe he doesn't like a particular take or something. Since in music we'll usually do like multiple takes, so you'll usually tell me that maybe that take is not the one, or that certain line maybe you should say it in a certain way, you understand. But I don't think they've ever told me that an entire song is whack. Like scratch that, like delete that, put it in the recycle bin, and then clear that shit.
Recycle bin too,
I don't know. I've never been in such a position, but I think out of everybody like in my life, they the ones that have the right to tell me that this one ain't the one, because I'm not one person who wants like yes man in his corner. I'd like people who are honest with me, who tell me that this one ain't it. And Yeah, but a funny story about that is that when we started off, like when we was like starting off recording, there was like more of us. You understand? And I wish, and I wish like the people listening could like see Heineking's face is already cringing. You understand? But I'm not gonna mention any names. It's just like a story that when we started off, like there were like more of us, and not everybody who left because of this, but then there were some who left because of this. That usually we like very strict as far as like
The quality of the
the
sound.
quality of the sound. So maybe you tell certain artists that nah, maybe that one is not it, or that take is not it,
It don't work.
or
You know.
or something like that. But then they'd never like it. You understand? So that ended up with them leaving. So yeah.
Like just to add on that, or like maybe just to ask you a question on that, like how would you differentiate, or how do you tell the difference between a hater and constructive criticism?
I think the difference between a hater, I think I could like describe it two ways in my own definition. You understand? A hater is basically somebody who, no matter how great you're doing, they'll never give you your props, they'll never give you your credit, or they'll never congratulate you. You understand? Your music could be trending in a whole nother solar system, in a whole nother timeline, and they'll still be like, nope, it ain't it. You understand? And sometimes I understand that people might not vibe with your music, but there's just certain moves that a person will make that you can't deny. You understand?
Yeah.
So I think that's one way to go about it. And then for me, another way that I view a hater is like, especially within fellow artists. You understand? Whereby there's a lot of artists who provide critique for other people's music, whereas they're not even looking into their own house as to say that, yo,
What could they be doing?
what could I be doing that could move my career forward? So you can't have an input into everybody else's career but your own. You understand?
Yeah.
Your own career is stagnant, but you feel the need to always have an opinion about everybody else's career. You understand? So if my career is standing still, I can't be telling somebody like a gifted soul child that, yo, bruh, maybe this is how you should move, this is the moves you should be making, whereas I've
You're
never
not
done it
even making
myself.
those
Yeah,
moves, I get you.
I'm not making those moves, so you can't tell me how to do it when you yourself have never done it before. You understand?
Everybody can tell you how to do it.
Oh,
They
yeah.
never did it.
You understand? It's that kind of vibe. So that's how I'd view a hater, like
Shout
as,
out Jay-Z. You.
as far as like with other artists, yeah, on an artist to artist level, yeah.
I get you. So I don't see you like much on the party scene. Like you, I don't think like you're a person that goes out much.
No, I'm not. But
Like, why do you think? Like, why is that basically? Like, so like, why don't you go out much? Because I think as an artist, going out is basically, you know,
the thing.
It's
an artist
the
life.
thing.
It's the thing. Being
But-
on the scene, nigga.
But basically, it's as you say, it's the thing. You understand? It's basically the job title. But then, unless I'm getting paid for overtime, I'm not gonna be there. You understand?
I
And
get
also, I don't believe in making myself too accessible. You understand?
Yeah.
As an artist, there should be a certain level of mystique about you, whereby people always want to know more. You understand?
yeah, and the line drawn between
and the line drawn between
and your artistry.
Yeah, you understand. So I don't want people knowing me from every angle. They know what I eat. They know who I'm with when I'm in bed. They know everything. They know what I'm drinking, what I'm ordering. You understand?
Yeah.
When you pull up, you already.
If I have to tell you that it has to be through the music, you understand? I have to
Yeah.
have control over that.
Known for the music, no.
I can't just be on social media just blurting everything out, and every weekend with having everybody have access to me. You understand? So that's just how I view things. That's how I view things. That I can't just have people always having access to me. You understand? So if people should, if there should be a certain level, as I said, man, there should be a certain level of mystique about me. You understand? So that when people they do see you like at a turn up, it should be like, oh shit.
Here's Maverick. I
but
get
you
you.
understand? They
Not
is,
like,
but
not him again.
It's him
I
again.
get you.
It's
Yeah,
him
yeah.
again. He basically marks the register here. You understand? It shouldn't be that kind of thing. You understand? Yeah.
Yeah, and like you don't post a lot on social media too.
yeah,
where like everyone does it, like everyone sees the need like to show off and like post things on social media. I don't see you doing that a lot.
yeah, it basically goes back to what I said, as to say that you need to have control over your content. You need to have, as an artist, there needs to be a certain level of mystique about you, as to say people should want to know more. You understand?
Yeah.
So if I tell you something, you understand, you should want to know more. Not that I already know what he does, and I already know who he's with. I already know what he eats for breakfast. I already know which parties he goes to. I already know which clubs he goes to. You understand? There should be a certain level of mystique about you. You understand?
Yeah.
So that's why also I don't believe in like posting about my personal life. I want to be known for the music first. Every other thing related to my business second, and then everything else first. So know me for the music, and everything else related to my music and my business first, and then my personal life should be the last thing that people think about when they view me as an artist. You understand?
I get you. Speaking of social media, a while back you posted, and I quote, open quote, I will be feeding some of y'all second helpings of that humble pie with a shovel. Like, who are you talking about? Did you have like a specific person in mind? Like when you posted that?
Yeah, I did, but I won't say the names, but I did. You understand? Because in Kimberley specifically, there's a lot of people who think they know when they don't know. You understand?
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who love talking. You understand? It's easy to be about the talk, to be the person who wants to dictate. You understand? As to, oh, this person will not be the one that succeeds, or this person will be the one that succeeds. You understand? So I feel like with what we are about to do next, that a lot of people who thought that we wouldn't succeed, they're about to eat that humble pie. You understand?
Yeah, man.
They're about to have it in second helpings and third helpings. You understand? So yeah.
So locally, like, do you believe in being friends with other rappers, like, locally? Because a lot of rappers have beef. Like, a lot of rappers, like, they're on that Harare phone. These rappers be playing, these rappers be ing, these rappers is ing. Like, do you believe, or do you think, like, being friendly in the game, like, would you advise someone to be friendly in the game, or build friendships within the game? You know what I mean?
I believe there are certain bridges that are worth building. You understand? There are certain bridges that are worth building, but I don't believe in being friendly and being friends with everybody. You understand?
Yeah.
Because also something else that I've noticed is that some people, they don't want to help you build. There are certain artists, they don't want to help you build. They want to jump on the wave when it's all nice and good and everything is already popping. That's when they want to jump in. You understand? But then when everything is still when you're still laying the groundwork, you understand? They don't want to be there. They only want to be there when everything has already popped off. So I think that if we are to be friends, I genuinely have to vibe with you. You understand? And yeah, I need to like you as a person. So I don't think that I have necessarily a lot of like friends who are artists outside of my own circle. I have people that I'm acquainted with, that I'm cool with, but I don't think I have a lot of people that I'd like consider to be like my friends. Because for me to consider somebody my friend, we need to be like really close. You understand? I need to be able to trust you with like a lot of things. You understand? So I don't think, and I don't like keeping my circle. I don't like a lot of people knowing about my life. So I like to keep my circle small. So I'm not about having a lot of friends who are rappers. You understand? Because niggas talk a lot and yeah.
Like, on a different, like on a whole different topic. I'm sorry for I'm disturbing you there. What's your take on the whole OGs versus the youngins? As like a lot of time, the one seen as the OGs often bumped heads with the younger generation. Like, do you know, like, do you think there's really a generational gap, or like?
Yeah. I think this is something that has happened to me like a lot as of late. You understand?
Yeah.
Whereas I think, I think it goes both ways. So I'll first explain it from like the youngins' perspective, and then I'll explain it from the OG's perspective. You understand?
Yeah.
So as the youngin, I'd like to think I'm like one of the youngins. So as a youngin, you'll always have like the people who want to tell you how to move. They think they're the authority. You understand? They think they're the gatekeepers. okay, nah, sorry for that. They think basically they're the gatekeepers, you understand? So they always want to tell you how to move or what to do or something like that, you understand? Yeah. And a lot of the times people don't want to accept that the times have changed, you understand? Unfortunately, we can't have another Tupac, you understand? We can't have another Biggie, we can't have another Eminem. Music has changed, it has evolved from that. So a lot of people who are considered OGs, they don't want to accept it, they don't want to move with the times, you understand? Yeah. They don't want to think that this is a completely different century, you understand, and music has changed and it has evolved. So they don't want to accept that, you understand? They want to hold on to that nostalgia of old school hip hop, you understand?
Yeah.
And then everything else that is not that, you understand, to them is automatically whack or it's not it, you understand?
The hard raps.
They want
like boom bap
and want niggas to be happy.
You understand?
They want niggas to be out your bar.
You understand? So, but then from the perspective of the OGs, I can understand where they're also coming from, in the sense that a lot of upcoming artists are very entitled, you understand?
Yeah.
So,
and look, but also I feel like a lot of new artists don't put in a lot of work.
They don't. They want to be given everything on a silver platter. So studio time, they want it for free. Beats, they want it for free. Mixing and mastering, they want it for free. And whereas you have to invest into your art, you understand? Yeah. You can't just expect somebody to hand you your whole career on a silver platter. You need to make sacrifices. Like I think everybody in here, we've all made our sacrifices as to say that, there's certain things you're gonna need to sacrifice so that you can be for you to be able to purchase equipment, for us to be able to make the moves that we were making. We had to sacrifice a lot. So you can't expect me, just because we are in the same generation, to be the person that gives you everything, all in the name of putting the city on the map. Because we have this thing in Kimberley of let's work together and put the city on the map, you understand? Putting the city on the map doesn't mean that you don't have to pay me.
Let's put the money up together, bro.
You understand?
Put the city on the map, bro.
Which is basically there's this post, you understand? I said like a few weeks back that putting the city on the map will also involve capital, you understand? Yeah. For us to move forward, for our music industry to move forward, we need to be putting money into it, you understand? Because only money can grow it, because we're gonna need to like, your producer's gonna need to invest in microphones, in an interface, in a new laptop. So for that to happen, there needs to be money going into him. Your photographer, for him to buy a new camera, a lens, or whatever, he needs to be paid as well. He needs to be paid as well.
You wanna look good?
You wanna look good?
You wanna sound good? You gotta get that paper.
Yeah, and I have to agree with you on that. Like, even like the disadvantages of the city, like not having major record labels or
major studios.
Major studios. Like niggas don't wanna invest in their craft, move forward with
so because
thing,
we went to school together, you think for some reason that I'm not gonna charge you for studio time. Nah, I want my money in full.
Get my bag too, bro.
You understand?
Give me that paper, man.
All of this entire setup needs to be paid for, you understand? At the end of the month, there needs to be like a rent.
Shedding, bro. We want to buy a generator.
You understand? Rent needs to be paid, you understand? If we're not paying and money is not coming in, we can't do this, you understand? So it's not that I'm trying to be funny or in any way or form, but we also need this money. We have people breathing down our necks, you understand? Yes. We also want money for the space that we're using, and it's understandable because the space we're using doesn't run on oxygen, you understand?
Yeah, man.
So we need to pay for the space that we're using right now. So for us to be able to pay for that, we need to be bringing money in, you understand?
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
So for the second last question of our interview, what would you say is the messaging, or is the messaging in your songs?
In your songs, basically, in my songs specifically, I can't speak for everybody else in the collective. In my songs, it's basically whatever I'm going through, you understand, or whatever I've been through. Basically, my music is all about what I've been through and what I'm going through and what I'd like to achieve, you understand? So basically, if I'd like to share a certain relationship that has gone wrong in the past, that's something I'll make music about, you understand? Yeah. Which comes back to what we spoke about earlier, a few questions earlier, as to say, if I want to tell you about something that has happened in my life, it should be through the music. You shouldn't see it first on my timeline and then hear it from my music. It should always be the first time you hear the music first, you understand?
Being known for the music and no other attachment.
So basically, if that's my message in my music, whatever I'm going through is what I'll try and express, or whatever I'm feeling is what I'll try and express in my music. So I think it could be different things. It could be a lot of different things. It's all mood dependent. If I'm feeling good, then the music that I'm gonna make is gonna be good. The vibe is gonna be good. But if I'm feeling a little more heartbroken or whatnot, it's gonna be through the music. But it won't be me coming on the timeline and then writing
bashing some chick on social media to say detailing your relationship on social media.
That's the type of vibe we're about. We ain't about that vibe.
Yeah, I get you. So for the last question of this year interview, and just to let you know, it's been an honor and a pleasure, like to sit down with you.
So this is the part where we pop out the champagne.
Yeah. I think we should do that.
We should do that. Yeah, I think Heineken's gonna pop it for us.
Yeah. How would you say
or make people think I'm the craziest nigga. Yo, my life.
What would you say, or how would you say technology has impacted music, or the way music is being made, as you know, like back in our days, like I don't know if I'm old enough to say our days, but like people used to get CDs, you know what I mean? Like we weren't exposed to a lot. Like now people have Twitters, you know what I mean? People have Instagrams, and you can stream music, and then you can amass like 1 million or like 2, or like you can even equate it to 1 billion followers online. Like, do you think technology has impacted the way people market their music, the way people make their music? What is your take on that?
Yeah, I think technology has helped us a lot, as it has allowed us to like garner a large following. For example, I could be in South Africa as I am right now, and I could have a listener in the United States, you understand, because of the internet and what the internet has allowed us, and what the internet has allowed us to do. Whereas in the past, maybe that wasn't particularly possible, you understand?
Yeah.
So I think the internet has helped make everything easier, in the sense that, let me just do something for Heineking real quick. In the sense that it has allowed us to make everything easier. Making music has become easier. Putting your music out there has become easier. Reaching like a larger audience has become way easier. So I think the internet has helped, but also at the same time it has brought a lot of artists. A lot.
1,000 artists pop up every day. Every day.
So there's basically but it has helped us, because even now, like with what we're gonna do, like an online store, I could be in like Kimberley, and I could be selling merch to somebody in the United States.
Yeah,
understand?
and that's dope.
You understand?
That's
understand?
Really dope.
So the internet has helped us in like that sense. You understand? It all depends on how you are able to finesse it. You understand? If you're able to finesse it the correct way, you're able to make the right moves. Yeah. I think yeah.
So you heard it, folks. You got it here first. Exclusively so on 808 Wave.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So before we close it out, I think we need to pop the champagne whilst we're recording and
let's pop
and vibe out. Yeah. I think this is gonna be one of those days whereby I smoke a blunt after a long time. I think.
Wow.
It is the end of the first episode, and yeah.
Once again, thank you for coming through. Thank you for coming through to talk to us on the show. And shout out to Heineking 053. Shout out to whoever.
And everybody else who was here for the first recording, like
Ntanta. He goes by the name of